Hey everybody, welcome to Morethanmeetstheseguys. We're here with Boo of the AxelonUnderground.com, and we are getting into the new issue of G.I. Joe, which is, oh gosh, G.I. Joe 21.
Howdy. Yeah,
Yeah,
this one, man, the dialogue really bogged me down in this one.
yeah, I bet it did. I kind of dug it, honestly. The whole thing starts, well, first of all, the cover, with having Storm Shadow and Scarlett on the front of the cover A that I got.
Yeah,
Well, blood across the snow. Looks pretty
yeah,
good.
and shredded Cobra flag in the back.
Kind of setting up the I guess the martial arts, the ninja faction is almost like a I don't know, outside of Cobra and G.I. Joe, even though Scarlett officially works for G.I. Joe.
Yeah,
So kind of
and,
curious.
and they do have a little exposition, but it's all done in text, so it's a
Yes.
silent issue, just like the original G.I. Joe 21.
The one thing I gotta say here, I never I guess as a kid I never really thought about the fact that you named a character Frostbite.
Hmm.
You know, I don't know, Beachhead, that sounds cool because he's sort of the on Beachhead. Duke, Flint, cool. Frostbite. Oh God, there goes half my fingers. So
Hey, frostbite will kill you
slowly.
slowly. You won't even feel it happening.
Ah,
See, it's not a
yeah,
bad nickname, code
yeah.
name.
So it's Snow Job. Giving us report. It's CoverGirl, Frostbite, and Snow Job. They have been tasked with retrieving Sergeant Shana O'Hara, codename Scarlett.
They're
So
driving a snowcat.
they are the driving Snowcat. I wonder why they included that. Could it be the HasLab?
Oh, it's way too late to get that thing unless you want to pay top dollar when it finally comes out.
Well, HasLabs, you're paying top dollar anyway, so you're
Yeah,
gonna get what you pay for. Hopefully it'll be cool.
I'm pretty sure that. I mean, the videos for it looked really cool.
Oh yeah. I always liked the Snowcat. I had it when I was younger also. Cool
Yeah, it was a
vehicle.
cool design.
Yeah. It looked like a moon buggy with a missile launcher on it and
Yeah,
tank treads in the back, which actually, yeah, that kind of
it's
describes
a
it.
it's a tanked out snowmobile,
It
like
is.
like a giant one.
Yeah, if you took a snowmobile and mixed it with the I guess the vehicle rover things from Armageddon and
Yeah,
then all white.
had a little bit of like a his tank look to it in the
A little
front
bit,
too.
yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, so they're going to retrieve Scarlett because she was just had this deep undercover mission where she was looking for the Arashikage sword.
yeah.
So yeah, and
They think it's Energon,
yes, which probably I mean, and the General Hawk's orders were to retrieve her from deep cover. Uh,
General Zartan or
yeah,
Colonel Zartan.
Colonel.
Yeah,
They Hawk doubts that she'll come easily, but that's
yeah,
that's
because they tried to get her to come out a few times and she won't break radio silence or whatever. She's like
yeah.
refusing orders.
I
So
uh
here's my question. Okay, so really it's Zartan that sent them on this mission, and the Dreadnoks are working for Cobra now.
mhm.
So how much is this like Zartan just sending everybody to the same place?
That's a good question, honestly. I mean, I always kind of see Zartan as kind of an agent of chaos, but has his own kind of his own angle and everything. And
Hmm.
even in the cartoon where he's working more for directly for Cobra, he's still kind of his own rogue element. And I
Yeah.
think we're seeing that here.
I always
Uh,
wonder why, like, since he's a merc, why didn't G.I. Joe ever hire him?
yeah. Well,
Out big Cobra.
I don't know if they would have, because they're the great American hero.
Yeah. This is the days before the Iran Contra affair.
That's
Barely
way
before,
way before we knew about selling arms to South American countries.
right?
Yeah. Um, so
Well,
yeah, yeah. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall and let us sell arms to everybody.
and jeans.
Do you remember that episode of Growing Pains? They went to Russia and brought
Oh
jeans
yeah.
in?
Yeah.
Got in so much trouble.
Smugglers.
Not a bad plan. Um, So yeah, the you have the pagoda style buildings with the Arashikage symbol on the outside of it, all in red.
Yeah. Oh
And yeah,
yeah, and everybody's just chilling, but there's a silhouette sneaking around behind everybody
yeah,
with
and
a ponytail.
yeah, Scarlett, she's basically a secure channel response to Snow Job, like yeah, the weapons here, and it's high threat level here, but it's secure, and it basically if I leave cover now, I'll be compromised, so don't I don't want to do it quite yet, and
Yeah.
yeah, she's repelling off the roofs of the building, and once again, complete silence. Jinx is there.
Oh yeah. Surprise.
She's like, has kind of an Ada Wong thing going on for Resident Evil.
Oh, totally.
But yeah, so Scarlett's like, uh-oh. But they have I guess they have a past.
Well,
So
I really gotta wonder how observant these ninjas are. I understand she's a ninja too, but you
mhm.
think ninjas would be attuned to knowing when there's a ninja creeping around behind them?
Yeah,
Like she's that good. I mean, Hard Master doesn't even look up. He's still just snoozing over there.
he may be snoozing, but is he ever really snoozing?
That's what I'm
He's
saying. I mean,
always aware.
you see her silhouette go behind Storm Shadow, you know. So it shows these ninjas are fallible.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so we get the a quick reminder though that Scarlett and Jinx have a past. They were younger together, friends and stuff.
Well, she's pointing out like, let's go, you know.
Yeah.
And then it shows like their little photo memory together.
Yeah.
And Jinx folds her arms like no, like they're
Mhm.
having a whole conversation with just their body language.
Yep.
And
That's where you
then
hear the thump, thump,
yeah,
thump, 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 thump,
yeah,
thump,
we got
thump.
an onomatopoeia.
Yeah, the ospreys, like it's like a Cobra Osprey fleet here, not fleet, but I mean a wing.
Yeah, we get
Which
three of them, and then you've got the well, it looks like the Cobra Transport is what it's
yes,
called. Yeah,
I love it. The one up front have a big Cobra head on it.
yeah, that big red Cobra head. Like they had,
Love it.
it was like a VTOL plane in like the
Yeah.
Revenge of Cobra,
Hmm.
but they gave it more of an Osprey look here.
But that's when Jinx looks back to Scarlet. She's like, "All right, we got to go," and that they all start repelling.
Yeah, and they jump down and
The
there's just ninja coming out of like every corner.
Yeah, which looks
It's like
cool.
they've started up the ant bed.
Yeah, they did. They kicked that ant bed hard.
Yeah.
The Osprey with Cobra head lands and the mouth opens up. That's where you have Cobra Commander look like he's all decked out again. He's all in good shape. And
He's got
all
his
the
energon hand and everything
Yep,
back.
and all the female troopers, Cobra
Valkyries.
troopers.
Yeah, he's got Valkyries on each side
Yep,
of him.
and they're efficient. They're good.
Yeah.
They're tearing through the ninjas in silence. And yeah, Scarlet and Jinx are like thinking like what they should do, and they realize what's happening, and they go in. They're they're more efficient than the thug ninjas, I guess.
Yeah, the lower rank
Yeah.
ninja because yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good fight because there's a lot of Cobra guys getting hit too.
Hmm.
And
Then
yeah,
Storm
it's like
Shadow joins.
oh yeah, well I mean that's a cool scene where like Scarlet's sword is just a blur and you see the
Hmm.
line going through one of the Cobra Trooper's arms. Like
Oh
his
yeah,
arm's severed now.
it's there's a lot of missing limbs from this. Yeah, there's a cool scene where you can see the Ohm's motion from Storm Shadow where he's slid down and the swords get a little bit of motion lines on it like he just took the sword through the top of the body of a Cobra Valkyrie
Oh
or
yeah, he
Trooper.
just like torsoed him.
Yeah, and everything's completely silent once again.
Well, if you look like his suspenders are going one way and his body's going the other,
Yep.
so yeah.
The three of them are quiet and very efficient. To the point where you see them swinging and slicing Cobra Troopers off the Valkyries, and you look around and they're all done. And they're all three standing back to back to back, and
Yeah.
there are Cobra Troopers on the ground dead with missing legs, severed arms, and yeah, it's
They
bad.
broke their GI Joes.
And
But
Storm Shadow's like, there, they go.
yeah, well they're in the first like the inner courtyard now, and
Yeah.
I guess the temple area is the next spot. So they're falling back to defend the blade.
Yeah, and Cobra Commander with Valkyries just walking up with his hands behind his back because there's the Arashikage blade with the hilt or with a
Yeah.
scabbard rather. But there's Hardmaster with a freaking Nagasaki looking not no Dachi, no Dachi, not Nagasaki. God,
Really?
with a
Really?
Nodachi. Sorry, man.
I
Huge
I
two-handed.
can't take you anywhere.
I know. I was like, I said it like I was thinking Nadachi and I said that instead. But yeah,
Oh,
he's carrying a huge Nadachi over his back.
yeah, it's massive.
Yeah.
And he confronts Cobra Commander with it. Cobra Commander basically tells his troops to stand back, so he rushes at him, and then there's just a massive blast. So I guess that's out of his hand. His hand's smoking at the end.
Yep. It rips. Looks like it rips through Hardmaster pretty hard.
Yeah.
Hardmaster drops the Nadachi and Cobra Commander just walks up there. You see the reflection in his visor of the Energon blade.
It looked like, oh, he disintegrated his arm.
Oh, is that what? Oh,
Yeah,
I
because if you
got
look
you.
in the next picture and he's laying down, that whole his whole like right arm is like smoking.
Yeah. Oof. That was
Yeah.
brutal.
So yeah, Cobra Commander goes to pick up the Energon blade,
And he
and
stops. He hesitates because the Jinx, Scarlett, and Storm Shadow walk in, and I like the idea of Storm Shadow being in his own separate faction. I think it gives
yeah,
more credence to the idea that there would be like this ninja faction.
right.
And yeah, puts his
And then yeah, Cobra Commander like adjusts his glove,
mhm.
and yeah, then he sends the Valkyries after Storm Shadow.
Well, Storm Shadow looks down. You can see that like that ping, like it's like almost like an anime, like through the
Oh yeah, he
air.
sees the Hard Masters
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Yeah,
He gets mad. He is definitely serious.
yeah, you see him steel himself.
Yeah, and they all swing into action, and it once again it's bloody.
Yeah.
There's no pause. They are slicing Valkyries from shoulder to a kidney, like
Well, and there's
fragment.
regular troopers there too. I guess they had another contingent of the regular Cobra troopers in between
Oh,
them.
sure. Yeah.
There's a few males in there.
And even to the point where Storm Shadow jumps in the air at Cobra Commander, and the beam goes right between his arms. Like he like come down with the sword, the beam goes right through his arms.
Yeah,
Misses it.
well, he tilts himself back, and
Yes.
he aimed at his head, and he sent it right through it. Like, yeah, it was a cool move. Very Matrix.
And there's a really cool shot on his reflection on Cobra Commander's face mask of Storm Shadow in that pose coming down on him.
Yeah,
And the motion blurs around him. You see how fast Storm Shadow is moving with that sword coming down. And that's that's when a Valkyrie grabs the Energon sword.
yeah, and saves Cobra Commander because he's about to bisect Cobra Commander.
Yeah. And it slices halfway through Storm Shadow's sword, so that's not going to go well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I kind of had to look at him like, well, the Energon blade's not gonna break like that. And you look down, and you see the smoking like notch out of Storm Shadow's sword.
yeah.
Yeah,
So they go at it with each other,
and the
and
Valkyrie has no chance here.
yeah, he
But
sidekicks her to the head,
yeah, blade goes
knocks her
down,
down. Yeah, and the Energon sword sticks into the floor.
and another Valkyrie goes over there and pulls it out of the ground, like the freaking sword in the stone or something.
Yeah,
Which Scarlet and Jinx are not having that.
yeah, because and well, she clicks a little remote, and the Cobra transport, the Cobra head opens up, and it just starts like blasting. It's a fireball basically
Yeah,
into the temple.
blows the temple roof off. Literally
Yeah.
blows the roof off the thing. And
Oh
it
yeah, and you see Jinx go flying, Storm Shadow goes flying, everybody goes flying except for Cobra Commander and
well, and Cobra Commander's under a rebel. He stands up and the Valkyrie's there holding it and grabs his arm and pulls him up.
yep,
And they start walking towards the transport. But then, like Scarlet pulls herself up off the ground and
she's
she goes
outside of the
back.
courtyard. It blew her completely out of the
Yeah.
complex.
But that's when Snowdrop finds her,
Yeah,
grabs
because
her
she's
from
getting ready to go
behind.
back in. Yep.
And there's CoverGirl
He
pulling her
is
towards.
huge, by the way.
Yeah, he is. He looks like the hiker from the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, was it Yukon Cornelius?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
he looks like a G.I. Joe version of him.
he does.
He so does. There's cover.
He's like a mix of like Yukon Cornelius and then RJ McCready from The Thing.
Oh, totally. I can see that.
Yeah.
I can totally see that. And there's cover girl. She's like yelling at Scarlett to come on, and Scarlett's not having. She's
Well, she's
mad.
waving. She doesn't like say anything. She's just like nobody talks.
Yeah, mission update. The Valkyrie grabs a sword, which they commander puts it in the sheath, and he's like, look, he grabs the Valkyrie by the chin, like you did good.
Oh, well, she presents it to him. Yeah.
Yeah,
She like bows her head and lays it out with both palms open to him on the transport. Yeah, and then he raises her head up because she stays bowed.
and
And
yeah, back
she's
in the
blonde with a red eye.
yeah,
So I wonder what that's about.
maybe I mean maybe this is part of his
His experiments.
experimental thing he's
Yeah.
worked on. And yeah, and Scarlett is in Snowcat. She is not happy. She's tearing up, upset. The basically the epilogue here is Cobra stole the weapon. Um,
Yeah.
Here's be a start of a new kind of conflict, and there's Storm Shadow picking up Jinx, who's out, on the ground. I doubt she's dead, but she's knocked out at the very least. Hardmaster's there holding his shoulder where his arm was.
Hmm.
And yeah, there's a new conflict now between then the last panel is showing Storm Shadow, Cobra Commander, Jinx, and Scarlet.
Yeah. And I'm surprised the Hard Master got up from that.
He's a hard master.
He is. He is tough. So
That's
you
a
know it's not going
cool.
to go well when they find out that Scarlett's missing.
Oh yeah, I know.
They're going to think she was involved with Cobra. That's my prediction.
And yeah,
She's got a
because
good cover though. She can say, "Oh, some guys grabbed me and dragged me off."
yeah, that's true. I mean, she was if they knew she was sneaking around, and then Cobra shows up.
Hmm. Well, they didn't know she was sneaking around. The only Jinx did.
Okay,
So
I still think that hard master probably really knew. He just
possibly.
pretended he didn't. And Storm Shadow just is great in this whole issue.
Oh yeah.
He's one of my favorite Cobra characters. And
Hmm.
you know,
He's a good character, no matter which side he's on.
oh yeah. He was very he jumped around there under the comics. He went with G.I. Joe for a bit, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, they ended up doing I guess, a redemption arc for him.
Yeah.
Because didn't it turn out like Zartan had killed the Hard Master?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't read it, but I know I'd say talking to the water cooler, talking to the playground was more like it. You kind of got the broad strokes of what happened. And I think it's something
Yeah.
like that. So I guess Kelly Thompson, who wrote this, or yeah, she also wrote this issue. She did the Scarlet miniseries
Yeah.
and did this as well. So nice to have that going on, and so it was just kind of cool to have in the Arashikage. And it was a really cool way to do it with like just no spoken dialogue, just like green text updates as we went along. And you didn't need any dialogue. I mean, all you're gonna have is a bunch of yelling from Scarlet at one point.
Yeah.
And Storm Shadow's not saying anything, Harbauster's not saying anything, and then Jinx is obviously not saying anything because she's on the ground.
Oh, Kelly Thompson didn't write this one.
Oh, I thought she did. Okay.
No, she wrote the Scarlet series.
Oh, okay. They mentioned
Yeah.
it in the letters. Okay, I'll go. Oh, there you go, Joshua Williamson. Well,
Yeah.
who's writing the rest of G.I. Joe?
Yeah.
So I guess they referenced her because she wrote the Scarlet series
Yeah,
and did
that
a
led
great
into
job with it.
this.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah. And there's a lot of accolades. People really like this series and they want
Yeah.
to see more Mask and Transformers crossing over with it.
Yes, we do.
But at the end, what really stood out to me is it says next month starts our three-part arc involving Risk and Crystal Ball.
Oh,
And it
some
says it's going to be
Ghost
their first
Vipers.
horror arc.
Nice.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe did a good job with horror stuff. I mean, we there's a Destro episode where he went to his castle and Lady J was apparently a relation to him, and he had
Oh
these
yeah, they're
creature in the
cousins.
depths,
Yeah.
the cult. They always did a good job in like the and I've said it before on the podcast. My favorite episodes of G.I. Joe were like Worlds Without End,
Hmm.
and I also really liked This Is Springfield, where they're working on shipwreck and trying to gaslight him.
Right. There's a blonde. Cobra officer in that one that I wonder if that's who
Mhm.
they're alluding to with the red-eyed blonde
That could
Valkyrie.
be.
I'm trying to remember her name now because she
I mean,
interrogated Shipwreck.
and there's well, I mean, I
Oh,
wonder if this is
Dimming. Dimming. That's what
Deming.
her
Okay,
name.
I wonder if
Yeah.
it's the same blonde Cobra officer that was in the Worlds Without End. It was like a personal, well, it was a personal attendant of Baroness in that world.
Yeah.
I kind of figured they would use the same kind of like model of character, and just since that was an alternate reality, using that. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd go back and look
Oh,
at
are
it.
you talking about there's no place like Springfield?
No Place of Springfield. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, even like there's the one where he was he found well, it would later be his wife in that and there's no place like Springfield Mara.
Oh, Mara, yeah.
Yeah. That thing was once again it was very it touched on a lot of I would say Twilight Zone kind of themes or like horror themes, but it didn't go full horror.
Yeah.
So they always did a good job with having that bit in there, but I think they're going to go full on in this with Crystal Ball, which Crystal Ball is always kind of a joke character. It's kind of neat to see him actually getting a nice introduction into this universe.
Yeah, created by Stephen King and his son.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Joe Hill,
Yeah. Joe Hill.
he looks just like Stephen King too. My God. We watched there's this series called In Search of Darkness,
Uh-huh.
which is a bunch it's kind of like a horror anthology. It's like during periods of the decades, like the big one for the 80s, and they talk about movies. There's like one, two, and three for the 80s horror movies, and he's interviewed a lot in it. And
Yeah.
you look at him, you look at Stephen King during the 80s, like during Maximum Overdrive, he looks like so much like him. It's poor Joe Hill.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
Stephen King was not a good looking guy.
I see why he went by his middle name. But I think it might have been Owen. No, I think Owen might have been the one.
Okay, could be. He
Yeah.
has more than one son. I just know Joe Hill went into
Yeah.
writing. Got several books out now too. Here at Spotlight is Shana O'Hara, codename
Yeah.
Scarlett.
Yeah, it was Owen King that helped him create
Okay,
Crystal
it was
Ball.
Owen King. All right.
Yeah.
She is a master hand-to-hand fighter and expert in most weapons. Sergeant Shana O'Hara has been undercover with the Arashikage, attempting
Arashikage.
Arashikage. Okay, thank you. Arashikage, attempting to bring her friend and fellow operative Jinx in from the cold. Yeah, though I like this because they always I guess in the show I know I didn't really read the comic though. The show they always have the Storm Shadow and the ninjas working with Cobra. This time they're like their own little faction, almost kind of the
Yeah.
Dreadnoughts.
It's funny because you know what Arashikage means, right?
I've been told a long time ago. I don't know.
It means Storm Shadow.
Oh, okay. Which is probably why he goes by that code name eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, because he ends up being the head of the Arashikage clan, so of course he would go by Storm Shadow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he's okay. Well,
I
there's that.
like Tom Raleigh's answer when they asked what his code name would be. It'd be Bargain
Uh,
Ben.
bargain bin reported for duty.
Yeah.
Yes, beautiful. No notes there.
He could team up with Ollie and Ross.
Yeah.
Two backups.
Next
Oh,
week
so,
we have the Nick Void Rivals coming out, right? Part 5 6, the Quintesson War.
yeah, I mean, issue 29.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jeez.
on April 22nd. So yeah, that'll be good. That's when we get to see about Derek and Doolin in the
Yes.
Sharkticon pit, the elite
With the
Sharkticon
elite
pit,
shark guns with red eyes.
and accordion arms.
Yes. And then May 6th, there's a week in between there. I don't want what if something's coming out then? Like
Hmm.
Free
Like,
Comic Book Day.
yeah, it's free comic book day, and that's where we get the Energon Universe special.
Yep. So yeah, you get the with Matt Tracker and his Tom Watch.
Yes,
And then you have the new issue of Transformers with a one-armed, no head, no left arm, Shockwave on the cover. Looking
that
really
sounds like it
rough.
should be a.
One-eyed one.
That's what I was thinking.
You get a quick spread of Mask issue 1 at the end of
Yeah,
this.
yeah. The
And
race
yeah,
is on June 2026.
yes. It's kind of cool. Have there's I'm not going to go into this. I think we should probably save this for the first issue of Mask unless you want to go into this.
Well, this is actually the Energon universe
Oh, this is going to be in
part,
that.
the May
I figured this
6th.
is going
Yeah.
to be part of issue number one.
No, well, no, it's part of that ash can that's
Okay.
listed as mass number
Oh
one,
yeah. Okay.
but technically it's part of the Energon universe pre-comic
Yeah.
book days. So if you want, we can wait and go over that. But yeah, there's a little couple like 3-page preview of that.
Yeah. He's you got Matt Tracker talking to Alex Sector.
Yeah,
And I
megabyte.
guess he's kind of going over quickly what was going on with the different people who's who's in prison, what's going on. There's
Well, there was a report of a prison break-in in Russia.
oh, where there's probably going to be well, God, what's her name? Whip,
Oh, you talking about Vanessa Warfield?
Vanessa Warfield.
No.
Really? I kind
Yeah.
of think that's what they're talking about.
Well, she's involved, but it's not her.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Maybe we need to go over that ash can.
probably so.
Yeah.
Probably so.
Dun dun dun. So yeah, you'll sneak preview of that, and then we have after 6 covers for this comic, which they're
Man,
all pretty good.
yeah, the Ben Oliver like photorealistic art is just so good.
You just need a wall of those.
No joke.
Yeah, it's like a most wanted
Yeah.
wall.
The that kind of that Art Deco, it's not Art Deco style. The I don't know, three color style covers they've been doing with the gun silhouette. You
Oh
see it
yeah, no,
Scarlett.
that's like Art Deco. Yeah.
Yeah. I that's just really good too. Um there's
And,
that Ito cover F, the foil one.
hmm.
Looks fantastic with Storm Shadow with his sword in his hand below him. Kind of
Yeah.
he is, as the kids would say, he's what's the term? I had it in my head that went
Yeah,
away.
I have no
The
idea.
aura
Let's see.
farming.
Oh,
He's
or
just
fine.
aura
Oh, yeah.
farming, man. Thank you,
Trigger
thank
does
you.
that a lot.
Old guy here.
Yeah.
The cover, E actually kind of looks like Scarlett's writing RC from the movie.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It looks like RC from was it Revenge of the Fallen?
The Revenge of the Fallen, yeah. If
Yeah.
it was Ducati, definitely her.
Yeah, it's a pink motorcycle. So
Yeah,
yeah, definitely hints. So yeah, we're gonna end up with a RC Magnus Scarlett team up eventually.
that'd be kind of cool. And the only other cover we didn't talk about was cover B, which is Storm Shadow once again or farming in a different pose. He's got his sword behind him like this. He's
Yeah.
posing. There's a little light cast on him. They're all freaking great covers and just
Yeah.
freaking great. Nothing else I can say besides that.
Yeah. Just gotta hunt them down now. Good
Yeah,
luck.
that's the trick. How much do you want those different covers? I think if you just have a poster of a grid of those Ben Oliver covers, that looks so good.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If I could get all the Ben Oliver covers, I'd just put those on the wall, and
Yeah.
it'd be a big wall because what there's like we're at 21 issues now, so there's gonna be what 21 covers.
Yeah, between that and all those Void Rivals covers with the different characters and like different it makes almost like a poster itself.
Oh yeah, and I don't know if he did those in the miniseries too. If he did, I have to go back and look. But yeah, if he did that in the
Yeah,
Destro, the Scarlet, Duke, and Cobra Commander series,
can't remember.
yeah, then that's
Be really cool.
yeah, it's about 24 more. Yeah, you'd have a cool roster.
Actually, no, I think back then they were. I haven't seen the the card back kind of looking art. It has the blast from behind them.
Hmm.
I haven't seen those for a bit, so I wonder if they switched over something like
Yeah,
that. Those are great
or
games too.
or their seventh covers that are like super secret. Gotta hunt them down.
That could be. That
Yeah,
could be. Well, that was G.I. Joe number 21, and we talked way more than there was any dialogue in this issue because
yeah,
it's a fantastic issue.
yeah.
I
Uh,
like silent issues like this.
Oh yeah. Well, I remember back in the 80s, it was like a really big deal when they did issue 21. Like all the little like order forms were advertising for the different comic issues in the comics you'd buy for like what was it? Uh there was like was it New England Comics
Oh yeah,
and
anytime.
yeah, yeah, there's a big one in Dallas and another one up in Denver, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, they always had that one denoted. It was always cost more. It's like
Mm-hmm.
issue 2 and 21 always cost more than the other like back issues. And it always had like silent issue in parentheses next to it. So
Yeah,
like
I
everybody
remember.
wanted it.
Yeah, I remember a issue of Ultimate Spider-Man when that Marvel put out years ago. This was one of the last issues of that I got. It was
Hmm.
silent issues after some horrible thing happened. I think it was Aunt May got killed,
Mm.
and yeah, it was completely silent the entire time. It was no, actually, no. Let me take that back. I think it was actually at the 9/11 issue because they did issues to signify that 9/11 happened and put it
Yeah.
into the comic universe. I think that's what that was.
Mm.
I've got it somewhere in a box. These are always just really cool. I'm a big fan of this. With this one being the Arashikage
Yes.
issue, it makes a lot of sense. So, anyways, cool issue.
Yay. It was
Yeah,
good.
we'll get this guy out there and
Yeah, go
you
grab
got
it. If you haven't got it, go get it.
and yeah, if any of y'all have any opinions on things I got wrong or any kind of more information about how you think how we may be dealing with this, put some comments out there or just email us at morethanmeetstheseguys at Gmail. I'd love to hear from you guys. Until then, y'all take it easy. Have a great week and you take us out of here.
Bye.
See you later, y'all. Bye.